Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, guys. We are moving into our third conversation, and honestly, I have to say I have been looking forward to meeting the Miss Universe Belize delegates over the past 2 weeks. We are winding things down, and I'm joined this morning by Hope Panton herself. She is a Miss Universe Belize hopeful. Play on the word hope. I see a lot of people really, enjoying using the word hope lately. But it's a pleasure to have you here this morning, Hope. How you doing?
It's a pleasure to be here speaking to you and, of course, the Belizean public. I'm happy to have this conversation and have the public know a little more about hope.
Well, before we even get into what your pageantry journey has been like, Esperanza.
Yes.
So let us know a bit about who you are behind the pageantry scene.
Honestly, I am full of energy. I love people. I love connecting. I love the ocean. That's why my advocacy is ocean conservation. I feel very passionate about it because I grew up in San Pedro and Belize City. So my advocacy is really personal to me. And it is a legacy thing almost because I have shared some sacred moments on the sea with my family and friends. And the conversation is important for Belizeans to have because I want that same enjoyment that I have to continue for generations. And the sea has provided for this country beyond our understanding, and we need to have these conversations so that can continue.
One of the things that I was drawn to in your advocacy and in the way that you've presented yourself, Hope, is the way that you have connected your personal life to your advocacy, and to just your overall presentation, the way that you've immersed yourself in this competition. So I want to peel things back a little bit and take a look at that little girl that was shown on the screen moments ago that I know our viewers were able to see. There you are, that's little Hope. And I saw your eyes kind of like fluttering a little bit when you heard me call you Esperanza.
Yes.
I had no idea they call you that, girl, just so you know.
They do. My family calls me Esperanza, and that photo right there was taken in San Pedro. That was a beach day with my family. So I really feel it in my identity when I speak about the sea because it is really a part of me, and I think a lot of Belizeans can relate to that.
Yeah. We definitely do, and we share it in our message whenever we speak about Belize and the beauty that it holds. When we talk about tourism, we cannot forget to include our blue spaces.
Of course.
And so I want to ask about ways that you've been able to advocate for marine conservation. I think Belize is fortunate enough to be a trendsetter, to be a leader in marine conservation, but are there anything in particular that you still feel that we need to work on?
I think I agree with you that we are a trendsetter and we're so beautiful with our biodiversity. But we need to have the conversation because ocean conservation is not just a coastal issue, it is a Belizean issue. And so people on the inland, I think sometimes don't realize that the little things we do, it does make a difference. Small actions, big waves is an initiative that I really take dear to my heart. And it's simple things like using a reusable water bottle. It's taking this to work, taking it to school, and just eliminating plastic. And this is what I want everybody to feel so passionate about.
Do you feel that while we send this general message of Belize being a trendsetter, there are still ways that small persons on the ground, the yous as well, we're still not doing enough in terms of our part?
Yes. So you see this beautiful bag, Sabrina? I brought it for you.
Thank you.
Because when you go to the grocery store, we always just get our groceries bagged in plastic bags.
It's just convenient.
It's very convenient, and thank you, right? But you can say, you know what, today I don't need the plastic bag. I brought this beautiful reusable bag, and I can put my groceries in here, and I can use it for other things.
But then what we do about trash? Because we get the plastic bag to put our garbage in our house.
We just have to stop it.
No, I agree with you, and I think it's almost engraved in us. It's a part of our culture even to just use these convenient methods. But I want to also include some of the other fun facts about you that people might not know. One, I don't think anyone even imagined that you would have decided to pursue pageantry. What made you decide to take on the Miss Universe pageant?
You know, timing is a hell of a thing, and there's no perfect timing for anything. And I decided to just do this. And I've always wanted to be an ambassador for Belize. And to be an ambassador and present my country on a stage as big as the Miss Universe would be an honor. And I don't think anybody is more fit to do the job. Miss Universe is a dynamic, she's driven, she's a thinker, she's a doer, and that is exactly who I am.
Mm-hmm. What has the preparation for this competition been like? I've seen some stunning videos of you on the water, of you within communities. I saw you in St. Bite, I believe it was, doing cleanup campaigns.
It was in Manatee.
In Manatee, yes. Doing cleanup campaigns.
With Mr. Jamal himself.
Yes, the Manatee man. But you've really hit the ground running, and you've also been able to ignite supporters across the country, sharing this message of, pun intended, hope.
Yes, and I want that message and that momentum to keep on going. The ocean is a part of us in Belize. It is literally niched in our identity. Traditions such as fishing, it's a part of our heritage, and we need to maintain that. And again, the conversation needs to continue.
Well, I want to have a little bit of an engaging conversation with you. So I heard that you love health and fitness, so that has been one of the things that we've seen you advocate for as well. You posted some stunning pictures most recently. So while you advocate for ocean conservation, you're also a big proponent for health and wellness.
Definitely.
Share more about that.
Well, this journey is...
Also, while we do that, can I get some snacks on here? Not Snackers chips. I know we were snacking earlier, but do you like cucumbers?
Who doesn't?
And salt?
Who doesn't?
I heard you like cucumbers.
This is definitely a favorite snack of mine.
How so? I mean, I'll eat it with you, girl. I heard you really love it.
I'll have a bite. You've done some intel. You've done some private intel.
Girl, we do our background checks. Talk about health and wellness. How important is that to you?
So, especially this pageant journey, a routine is so important to keep mentally okay and organized, and that's in anything. And so working out and keeping myself accountable and keeping my body accountable has helped me tremendously.
How do you believe that your own individual story could inspire other people to do the same?
I would like to think that I'm an extremely relatable girl. I do everything that everybody does, and I'm here I'm here to speak on my platform to let everybody know that it's possible. Working out is possible. Being a Miss Universe is possible. Advocating is possible.
Yeah. Well, you are about to approach Pageant Week next week, and it's going to really be critical. There's going to be a lot of activities, some meet and greet opportunities for you guys to meet Hope, as well as the other delegates. And then, of course, there's pageant night.
Yes, the big night.
How are we feeling? What has the preparation been like for that? Because while you're here and you're speaking about your advocacy, there are all the other intricacies involved. You got to be prepared mentally, as you spoke about. You have to prepare these outfits, and you have to have the look, you have to have the walk, but you also have to be prepared to answer questions.
Yes, that's the fun part. The looks and the show is the fun part. You signed up to give off a good show. I'm excited to do that. I like conversation and I like people. So questions, I'm going to take it like that, like a conversation.
Yeah. All right. Well, invite us to the Miss Universe pageant next week. Why should we come out and support, and why should we support Hope Panton?
Well, the Miss Universe pageant is June 28th at the Civic Center, 8 o'clock sharp. Not Belizean time, guys. 8 o'clock.
Yes.
So let's be there. Come and support me, and you will get a show. I'm going to put on a show for the Belizean public, and I am excited to be your next Miss Universe Belize.
All right. And I also remember you have some true and false questions.
I do.
And I saw you also share that on your social media as well. You were out in the community asking people questions.
Yes.
To test their knowledge and to see if they're actually aware of our marine space here in Belize.
Yes, because like I said, it's conversation. It's not that people don't think that our sea is important. Sometimes we forget because we're so used to having its beauty.
You said a thing though. Whenever someone got the answer correct, there was this tagline that you said at the end. I can't remember. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. What are your questions?
All right. Let's start off.
And I think that's the relatable part of it too. You hear the Creole correct.
Well, we're Belizean. All right. I'll start off. These are very easy, and you're a smart girl.
Hope, don't do that, Hope.
Belize is home to the only living atoll in the Western Hemisphere.
Our barrier reef.
The Lighthouse Reef Atoll.
The Lighthouse.
It's a part of our barrier reef.
Yes. Okay.
So, yes, you see? Of course, you're stunning.
Stunning.
Overfishing has no impact on the balance of marine ecosystem in Belize.
False.
Correct. It does.
Wait. No, man. Not correct.
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 It does because it affects the harmony. It affects not just the fish population, but the entire marine ecosystem.
Correct.
All right. Plastic can take hundreds to thousands of years to break down. True or false?
True.
Yes, this is why it's so important for us to recycle and use our reusable water bottles and bags.
Absolutely.
Mangroves are critical for coastal protection against storm and erosion.
True.
Correct.
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 Yes, mangroves are vital for protecting our coastlines. Sargassum is completely useless and harmful to marine life.
Well, I don't know how useless it is because I've seen some innovative ways that people have been able to use sargassum, like create blocks to build structures. And so you want to repeat that question and I can see if there's like a nuance in there?
Sargassum is completely useless and harmful to marine life. True or false?
I want to say true.
You want to say false. You just want to say sargassum smells terrible.
It's gross.
Yes, I mean, it's gross.
But there has been uses that people have found for it. And so wait. Let me reel this back a bit because sargassum comes onto the shoreline. It's like the ocean cleaning itself, and so I guess it is useful.
It definitely is useful, but you know, too much of anything is a problem. And so sargassum provides habitat and food for many marine creatures. It's just a smell. I
wouldn't want to eat that.
No, we wouldn't want to eat it, but it's just the smell. And you can even use sargassum as fertilizer for your plants.
And that goes back to what I was saying. It's definitely useful in some cases.
Definitely. Well,
that does it?
That does it.
All right. Well, Hope, this has been such a pleasure sitting down and chatting with you. We have a hot topic coming up after the break here. And, you know, me and Paul, we were discussing it earlier, thinking, how will we take on this we call it our devil's advocate question. So the question is, do you believe, let me read it from here.
Okay.
Should Belize allow offshore oil exploration? What's your take on that?
That is a tough question, simply because there's benefits and there's cons in that question. And so I think, again, if we continue to have the conversation and we explore the possibilities, then we can make a decision on should we or should we not.
And I know that that was one of those heavily debated questions, and it was extremely controversial within the ocean conservation spaces. I remember Oceana being a huge advocate for it to not take place.
Yes.
We would know that that eventually did work out. There was a referendum that was held, but that question still remains.
Oceana keeps on doing great work, and they have been lobbying for ocean conservation.
All right.
So I applaud Oceana every day.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you, Hope, and good luck. This has been such a wonderful conversation with you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we take our final break. And as I mentioned, when we come back, we have a hot topic to discuss. Should Belize explore oil exploration here in Belize? We'll be discussing that when we come back.